This question of new foreign language can be somewhat tedious for the child, so that application of techniques that created and mixed learning environments and different teaching learning methodology can deploy strategies oriented to the utmost world of the child who can review and exercise in a more autonomous way the context reviews in class. Exercise institute in the use of learning strategies has different objectives. One of them is to increase learning, the second objective is to carry out specific tasks, and finally they help to make learning easier, further and more enjoyable.
Greetings, professor and classmates. My name is Miguel Enriquez, and today I'm going to explain more about the first activity that was required in order to complete all the tasks. That was brainstorm. And as a group, we have to answer this question. What activities, in your opinion, will work better with children? So we have to take into account there are three types of activities or techniques. For example, control techniques, semi-controlled techniques, and free techniques. Such as Hangman, reading aloud, Simon Says, and Pictionary belongs to the control techniques. Exposition and brainstorming belongs to the semi-controlled techniques. And finally, drama, role play, interview, and games belongs to the free techniques. Let's move on for the next slide. The first activity that we choose belongs to the control techniques, and that was Pictionary. And the objective or outcome that we need to develop during class is students will be able to recognize and spell vocabulary, but maybe in some grades with the basic level, easy vocabulary, or you can add the difficult when you have a good level in your students. On the other hand, we have here a few materials, as you can see. For example, markers, a whiteboard, and flashcards. The procedure of the Pictionary begins by introducing students vocabulary about household chores through flashcards in order to remind them the different activities they have with at home. As future teachers, we need to take into account the rules of this game. For example, here we have the body lesson. Students are divided into groups with equal numbers of members. Students decide the order in which they will participate by drawing the unknown word that the teacher provides for each group to guess. When a group guesses a word, they have to spell it correctly. And finally, we have the closing activity. The teacher shows the flashcards again, and the students have to pronounce and spell correctly. That's all. Thank you very much for your attention.
Semi-controlled techniques, brainstorming, objectives and outcomes. Encourage the proposal of ideas. Create better communications between the whole team. The ideas of the users are feedback with those of the other members of the group. The materials. A room, chairs for the group, computer or notebook to jot down ideas, clock and tape recorder. This last is optional. Procedures. Define the reason why it will be carried out. Define the participants and the facilitator. Establish rules and regulations. Body of lesson. Arrange the chairs in the room in a semicircle with the teacher in the middle. Generate brainstorming with free and spontaneous contributions. Closing. The best ideas are chosen and filtered, and they are exposed in front of all the participants.
My name is David. The free activity allows to the make to the class more dynamic, allowing the state of concentration of a student on the other person. This game can be done with one or two children, but it's more when there are several of the different acts. Ask the children to place their hands on their feet and poster bar. Draw a line around in the cut of the chaplet, put the towers, and ask the children to find theirs by superposing the on their hands and feet. Thank you.